So tonight we get ready for another one of our fuck Trump spells that the witches throughout this world are doing collectively. The original ritual is a binding ritual, and it's meant to bind him and all of those who abet him from doing harm. I personally don't give a fuck about hexing him. And that is my intention with a lot of my spell work, is quite calculated. Bill Hicks, I want to carry on his kind of legacy, and so that's why I have his face that says Bill Hicks. And I got this tattoo, and the same day that I got the tattoo of Bill was the exact same day that the comedian Louis C.K. had all of those women standing up and saying that he masturbated in front of them or was incredibly inappropriate. And I was like, wow, Bill is back in the other realm doing some work for us. He's grotesque, and that's why I kind of came up with the phrase "make America goat again." Like, my cousin once told me that GOAT stood for greatest of all time, which I appreciate. But I had the idea because I was sent a picture of one of my friends in a Trump hat at a rally, and I don't know if he was trying to be a troll or if he really supported Trump, and to this day he says, "You guess you'll never know," and I sent it back to him, "Make America goat again," on the hat. So I'm thinking of like somehow just making hats that fucking say that, and making like sweaters and shirts and shit when I get the money, because I want this to somehow evolve into like a real meme. He is fucking the most ignorant, the most unqualified human being for this job possibly ever. And as somebody who understands the devastation of rape consciousness, the utter agony, the utter fucking hell that is encountering collective experiences of rape trauma, the fact that this person is someone who has definitely sexually assaulted people, 100% he has, and abused his power and is corrupt. I think it's time that we invoke some real wrath, some real fury, and some real outrage. I got this feather tattoo because someone that I had never particularly met in person, but who passed on from cancer when she was quite young, told me to reclaim this feather because I had a dream about a giant freight train hurtling into a small innocent feather, and as the feather was dropping slowly, the freight engine came to almost tear away the innocence of this feather, and she said that was a metaphor for every traumatic event that you have gone through. I have seen what has happened to you because I'm on the other side of the veil, and let me fucking tell you, what you've experienced in your consciousness is not something that no one should ever fucking experience. And no one takes you seriously, Aiden, and I am with you. And there was a synchronicity the day after with my friend Claire, and she said that that same night as we held a seance to invoke the spirit of this wonderful, beautiful young woman who was taken too soon, she found the award that was made after she died, that Claire was the first one who won this award at Central. It was called the Courtney Cunningham Award for Excellence in the Arts. I have experienced and still go through devastating psychological states of being where my entire personhood was ripped from me. I won't go into detail because people don't like me talking about this, but I think it's something that needs to be said. And I'm not gonna point a finger at anybody, but this is a collective issue. I love who I am. I like who I am, and I can't feel myself. I live every day divorced from my own being. And it's the loneliest, it's the most traumatic, it's been the most devastating fucking thing. And I'm furious that this man has this much power, and it's amazing to see all of these witches rising up. There's apparently like a walk or a march on Washington, and it's a bunch of witches against Trump, and they're all marching Washington, witches of color, queer fucking witches, just everybody is really using their magic, I think, right now to get him out of office and to expose the egregious crimes that him and his cabinet and the government in general has been committing against its own people since fucking it was established. So I'm gonna be pulling out a lot of the magical stops tonight, and I hope that, you know, the universe, the all, because, you know, God to me is simply the all that is. I hope the all is listening to our intentions, listening to what we are saying, and listening to our invocations, because it's important that we have systems put in place that are actually there to aid the people and that actually seek to make the quality of life better for everybody on this planet. And I am in no way done my own healing. Every day is a hardship and a challenge, and it hasn't gotten easier. You know, some people say with mental health issues that it gets easier over time. It has gotten worse over time for me because I thought it's something that I would have eradicated by now. I live every day without my best friend, which is myself. My own being is divorced from behind my eyes. I feel like I'm not ever present, and I am doing counseling and doing yoga and doing a lot of things to try and get back into my body, but I'm fucking pissed. And I think especially men, especially people who are complacent, when you hear someone talk about the devastation that has happened in their consciousness, who we were friends with. I had an ex-boyfriend fucking block me when I told him in truth what's been going on to me. That's not okay. That's not okay to do to someone that you claimed to love. I would never in a million years. If someone that I met like one time came to me and said what I have been through, I would like want to cry with them. I would be like, I want to hold you in my arms as you fucking cry. Are you okay? Can I hold you? What can I do for you? And it's not about love yourself first before I come in and like let you know how valuable you are, because that's old paradigm shit. Anyway, I got the red, white, and blue candles, and I wrote "Make America Goat Again" on them, and I got my altar set up, and there's a specific ritual that we're going to do, but I just really hope that our collective intention is going to produce miraculous results beyond what we could have ever hoped in our small left brain, and that the universe is coming up with an even greater solution, working through the hearts and minds and bodies and souls of real people all over the world who give a fuck. So fuck you, Donald, you evil duck, son of a bitch.